She's like, peekaboo, I've come to the edge of the water. Where are you? He's like, oh, she's got the cutest baby in the world. He's like, how about a friendly slow dance? If it was another lifetime, I would dance with you forever. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Justamomthatsims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for another The Secrets Between Us, a Sims 4 love story. So if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all the things. I am starting the episode off with Yamilla and Kylie. Kylie is awake in the early morning hours. They are still in Tartosa. I don't want to call it a vacation because Yamilla actually got away to get away from her husband Austin, who stayed out all night and has been keeping some kind of secrets. She just doesn't know what they are. However, you know some of them, but not everything. So Yamilla is up, honey. She was knocked out. The hair is down. The baby is up. So she had to come down in her underwear because that baby was hollering, but by the time she got downstairs, Kylie was chilling. She is actually going to just talk to her. She's used to talking to her when she wakes up at night. Usually she can talk to Kylie and Kylie will eventually go back to sleep. That said, Yamilla is feeling free. You see she's sleeping in her underwear, stretch marks popping because she's not under Austin's eye. So she actually feels really free to be out as she wishes. And that's something she hasn't felt in a long time. I think that the baby has pooped or something. We're going to change her. It is 2 a.m. Yamilla really wants to go out and explore Tartosa, but she's going to hope that giving the baby a hot bath will kind of get her back to sleep. So she changed her diaper and she's going to take her up the stairs for a bath. And then she will come back down and get that filthy diaper off the floor. Don't worry. She's giving her a bath and she's just thinking about how much Kylie looks like her and Austin. I mean, she's clearly got Yamilla's skin tone and eye color, but there are features on her face, her cheeks, and chin that look just like Austin. Yamilla can't help but think that although something has gone seriously wrong in her marriage, this little baby is not one of them. Look at the mountains in Tartosa. Look at the view from the bathroom window. It is beautiful, guys. She has gotten a good bubble bath. Yamilla's gonna bring Kylie back downstairs and put her in the crib to get her on to sleep. She's gonna clean this diaper up and then do her very best to get her some rest. She just wants to sleep. She would have to admit that she has been thinking about someone else. The guy that she met by trespassing on his property. She's even laughing in her sleep, but she knows that it's only fanciful dreams because she is married and Yamilla is committed to her marriage. We'll be right back out in the town of Tartosa. We are back with Yamilla and Kylie, and Yamilla looked out the window, and she's so clumsy, y'all. I'm sorry. She looked out the window and realized that she didn't think the little downtown area was that far. Tartosa appears to be quite small. Now she is nervous. She never wants to fall with the baby on her back especially, but Yamilla has been quite clumsy her entire life, but there's no actual reason for it. But she's still thinking that it's a beautiful day. It's a little bit cool but sunny. She just put on Kylie her little sweatshirt and sweatpants. She strolled and took her time. She ran the last little bit, but it only took her about 30 minutes to get down here. To walk from where she is to downtown, that's not bad. She did try to haggle and it looks like it worked, so she just couldn't help herself. She saw that they actually sell hand-cut flowers where they're grown in their garden, so she's thinking she could buy a bouquet to put in the rental in the Sim B&B. So she's gonna buy that, and then she did see that there are some places that will be opening soon. She is pretty hungry, but she does think that she can come window shop. Yamilla heard that this is the place for any food, flowers, or clothing, formal clothes that you could ever need. Now Yamilla and Austin are on a budget. It's not super tight. They've done decently well, but she knows that he would probably have something to say about her shopping and her income is not what it used to be. Sometimes Austin acts like she doesn't contribute at all. It's really strange. She does see some people out on the beach, so she's thinking like maybe she should go and introduce herself. It is spring here. She definitely doesn't think that she will want to get in the water. Oh, we can come and haggle for food, but these are sweets. Let's see what they have. Yamilla has already decided that she wants to try every place out here. She will try the sweets place later. She is going to come right over here and try some food. She's just going to get some actual sweet buns. And then you've got a place right here on the corner that has some even more delicious food. She cannot wait to try it out. She's like, these are filled with like a bean paste or something. They're pretty good. She's she's feeling embarrassed about not being able to haggle. After she eats, she's definitely going to get her baby girl fed. She's not very hungry. She is probably going to poop her diaper soon, but that's part of the game. So we're definitely going to just go ahead and get her situated and fed so that once we change her diaper, she can like go to sleep in the back carrier. No big deal. These are definitely filled with the sweet bean paste. She's like, oh, this is really, really good. I think that Yamilla has unlocked a recipe. She hasn't thought about Austin often, but she did try to call Austin and it went straight to voicemail. She keeps seeing this one lady walking through town, Hillary Laurent, and she really wants to speak to her because Yamilla could use a good girlfriend and she doesn't really have any. I'm just kind of seeing what else is around this area. I know we've got a little playground over here. I know we've got the 3 restaurants, but I want to make sure there are not more. I think the baby has eaten it. She needs a diaper change. Yamilla is wondering what else is there to do in Tartosa. She does think it's a lovely place. Oh, here's Hillary. She's like, hi, how are you? I'm Yamilla. She's like, yeah. She's like, oh, you just gonna change the baby just like that? I mean, look at the view. She's like, what have you been doing? And she's like, oh, I come and visit here regularly. Let's do a little tummy time with our girl. Yeah, it is love day, and that is probably what made her call Austin, but she did, and she's like, oh, let me just play with my baby girl. Look at this water. I mean, you will not find a better view. She has come to the end of this dock. She's like, peekaboo, I've come to the edge of the water. Where are you? She's just doing little rhymes. She's gonna pick the baby up and cuddle her. She's just tired, so I do think that she will go back in the back carrier after this. She's like, it's okay, baby. But oh, what a background to be peaceful if you're gonna be peaceful as a baby. We're gonna throw her back in. Look at this. Baby, get from over here. Dang, Agatha. I mean, how you got an attitude out and it's so beautiful out here? It's a lot of people that kind of come out on this dock, it looks like. We're going to put her in the back carrier so that she can get some rest. Nyles just ran by Yamilla. He was going down to the dock to go out on the boats and he was like, oh, hey, how are you? Long time no see. And he's just being funny. She's like, yeah, sure. He's like, what have you been doing? And we just got to pop up that Nyles has learned more about Yamilla and is now very attracted to her. Yamilla told him on the first day that they met that she's married. But right now they're talking about things to do and he's like, there's not a whole lot, but there's definitely some things that you could do around here. I usually do a lot of cooking and I travel around to sell my food. Maybe we could hang out together and I could show you around Tartosa. And she's like, oh, okay, sure. Because at this point, Yamilla doesn't think there's anything wrong with that at all. She's like, okay, where to first? So they're gonna go back up to the downtown area and Kylie is finally asleep. It's starting to get pretty crowded out here in Tartosa. It's about 3 p.m. Yamilla has really been out here all day long and that's something that she often likes to do. He's gonna come over. He's like, first, you can't just order any dessert. I know the guy who owns this food stall and you really need to start with, of course, there's the Tartosian tart. However, there are some more things here that you really should try out. She's going to try the berry macarons. He's like, yeah, you have to try those. You absolutely have to try them. And Yamilla's like, oh my gosh, this sounds great. And this is pretty cool because she thinks that Nyles is really a sweetheart, really nice. And she also thinks, oh, he is really nice to be just hanging out with me. She cannot even wait to get to her table to try them. She's like, oh my gosh, this looks great. So she's gonna come and just sit here. She scarfed that down. He is releasing lanterns because he thought, okay, the baby might actually like that. Oh, she just stays asleep on her little mat. So that's kind of cool. He's telling her, hey, there's something different about our sky too. And she's like, what? Scoot over. And she's like, what? Is he flirting? But they're just shoulder to shoulder. So I don't think it's anything harmful. She doesn't think it's anything harmful. He's like, during Love Day, you can kind of see some special things here. She's looking up and she's like, what? And he's like, look at the sun and how it moves over the clouds. The sun only looks like this in Tartosa on Love Day. She is like, what? Are you serious? But he also told her that the best food is this guy around the corner. So she's definitely going to come over here and order some. He's like, yeah, I would recommend that any day. Kylie is over here playing with this rattle. She really likes it. So Yamilla actually missed the food stall. She was over there haggling and she's actually texting Austin again. She had really forgotten it was Love Day. She's texting him just like, hey, did you remember it's Love Day? Because she hasn't heard from him. He did send her one text finally late last night, and he said, if you're not going to be home, don't worry about texting me. She comes back to see that Nyles is teaching the baby to sit up, and she's like, oh my gosh, she's doing it. And Yamilla is like, I didn't even know that she could do that. She did find this Tartosian tart that the shopkeeper left out here. It was a sample that was left. She's going to eat that, but Nyles is going to tell her that he wants to show her another place. He's going to tell her like, hey, I could show you around, it's not the fanciest place, but we could go hang out and the baby can come and it's a place you should see here. She's all for it. She's checking her phone again, but no Austin. She's like, sure, do they have music? He's like, maybe. But we can go celebrate, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So we're going to travel and we are going to be right back. We are back, and Nyles is showing them a lounge that is here in town. Now, late at night, it might get to be some adult only, but right now it is not. And really, downstairs can be anything, where upstairs tends to be a little more or something else. He's like, oh, she's got the cutest baby in the world. This could be seen as doing too much. You got this stranger holding the baby, but I think because she met his mother, she's really kind of trusting in this friendship that she's building with him. It's not going to be something that we're going to be overly worried about. Nyles definitely isn't the type to be doing anything crazy. Now, how Yamilla knows that it's an instinct, how we know that is because we know that. She's like, how did you do that thing where you practice sitting? He's like, oh, I had a relative, a little cousin that I had to take care of for a little while until my cousin could kind of get her life together. I've watched him for about a year. He was close to this age, maybe a little older. Yamilla actually hired a sitter. That is a service that they offer here, and it is because they do get a lot of tourists and wedding events for adults only, so they have a childcare service where they do the background checks and that kind of thing. They're just talking and really enjoying their time here. Yamilla is telling him that she's tired and she's gonna go back to the lodging because at this point it's been a couple hours they've been hanging out, and Kylie is with the sitter. But now said, wait, before you leave, it is Love Day, and I know that you're married and all of that, but I just wanted to give you something because I would feel bad if I didn't. You're a beautiful lady and here you are. And she's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Have a good night. And they're gonna leave. And so we'll be right back. We are back, and it is the next day. Yamilla and Kylie, they have hung out with Nyles all day, but now Kylie is with the sitter. They actually went to the beach, but the water was too cold for her. He told her, I know the perfect place we can go and get into some warm water. So right now they are going to go dance. They are having a good time. He's like, you want to dance? Because I'll dance like nobody's watching. And she's going to get a drink. She was like, honey, I might need a drink if this is how we're going to be dancing. Yamilla is a top-notch dancer. I know that she has just been kind of in her cups, drinking. She's been drinking. She's getting her sip. You can see her back here, honey. She's like, let me toss this back. Really what it is she's really been thinking about Nyles for 3 days. Her and Kylie have been with Nyles. Go Monica. Baby, Monica is always pregnant in my game. He's thinking we are almost matching, but ooh, he's going to get him a drink because he's like, look at that thing thinking, baby. Yamilla is popping. She has some insecurities about her body, but honey, I don't know who else does. So he's going down to tell her that, hey, I wanted to show you the warm water, because she had asked earlier, like, what are you talking about? They are in the hot tub, and he's like, yeah, this is what I was talking about. And she's like, oh my gosh, this is so relaxing. And Yamilla tried to put on her little conservative suit, and he's like, whoo. Baby, as soon as her back was turned, he's like, oh my gosh. But he's definitely checking her out. She's like, oh, I'm gonna get on this side, because she's thinking, oh, let me put some space, because she doesn't know if it's the heat from the hot tub or the heat from him or her. But she's like, we need some space. She's checking that phone again. He's like, you're gonna drop it in the water? And she's like, I'm married. And he's like, yeah, you planted that seed before, like you told me that. And I mean, have I done something to make you think I don't respect it? And she's just looking like, no, she can't say that he has. It's more about the feelings that she's feeling. It may also be how he's feeling, but he has not outwardly said that. One thing about Nyles is he's going to respect her marriage. He's going to respect her, but he would be lying if he didn't admit that he wonders, like, gosh, have I met the right woman at the wrong time. And he wonders about that. Did I meet this woman who checks all my boxes? Is this some kind of cruel joke? Because he feels like it is. Yamilla is actually feeling really sad, and you can see it on her face because this man, he gave me a love day gift. He knows how to pay attention to the baby and me, even though it's only been a few days. Yamilla's head is not in the clouds, not like when she was younger, right? But still, why can't he just sit here and listen, even if he does want something from me? But my husband cannot. Does he not want anything from me? It's like, if you're feeling sad, you can tell me about the things that you are thinking about. You can tell me what's on your mind, and I won't judge you. And he won't. She's like, this is my last night in Tartosa, and he immediately got kind of solemn. He's like, yeah, I know, and I probably won't see you again. He's like, I'll be doing my home shelf hustle, and you'll be doing your married women thing and your art. She's telling him, I didn't know you were a chef. You talked about really loving food, but I used to be a chef. I wasn't the greatest. And he's like, oh, really? And he's just like, kismet. We are probably meant to be what we're meant to be. So they're gonna come over together and eat. It is getting cool outside. Like, they have been out all night, and oh my gosh, Yamilla almost busted her bust again. Really, Nyles doesn't want to let Yamilla go. She doesn't want to leave. That's why she's been out all night. He's like, how about a friendly slow dance? He is flirty, and she's like, I'm just gonna keep my hand right here because I think that's safe. But baby, look at this hand on this hip right at the top of this butt, honey. I don't know if that's safe. But she's looking at him, and she's like, oh my gosh, he's so handsome. He's so fine. Oh my gosh, why am I with Austin? It's not even a thing right now. It's not even an option to be with this guy. Now it's just like, you're very beautiful, Yamilla, and if it was another lifetime, I would dance with you forever. She's checking her phone because at the very least, maybe Austin just texted her or something, but he didn't. There's nothing ever there. He's thinking, how do I say goodbye? So he's telling a joke because he doesn't know how to say it either, but he's like, maybe one last dance. And she's like, ooh, the dance is gonna get us in trouble. I don't think we should. He's like, yeah, you're just beautiful, and remember that you're beautiful, and don't let anyone in the world tell you you're not. And she's like, oh my gosh, let me just give you a hug, bye. She blew him a kiss, and it was flirty and friendly, everything wrapped in one. He had to go back for the hug again because in this moment, romantic satisfaction begins. Yamilla and Nyles have a strong romantic relationship and will now have independent romantic satisfaction levels. So that is crazy. In this moment, what Nyles knows, he knows that she feels right in his arms, but he could never cross that line. He doesn't think she's the type to cross that line, and he wouldn't want her to cross that line. So he's thinking, I have to let go. And that's exactly what he's gonna do. It takes everything in him to tear his gaze away from her. But honest to goodness, that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna turn around and he's gonna walk away, and he's not gonna look back. Yamilla is stretching, and she's like, oh my gosh, I've got to go home. And that's what she's gonna do. We will be right back. We are back with Nyles. He is cooking. It is 1 month later. He is cooking the last few things that he needs to open his food table up and make some sales. He's actually kind of hungry and is thinking about sampling some of his own wares. He's got some banana bread that's looking quite good over here at this point in time. Now, his mom has been out all night because she's been living her best life. He actually saw her, and she's going to come over because she's actually higher up in her gourmet cooking skill than he is, even though he's a level 7. But she's got a beat, mama knows best. Even though he took her in and helped his mother Ella battle the worst of her depression, even though of course it still pops up, at the end of the day, she still has inspired him and taught him so many things. He still learned what he needed to from her. He really took that to heart. She has inspired him. And depression or not, his mother was always a loving mother. That wasn't missing. It's just that sometimes she would get so sad. She just couldn't control it. He is going to make some lollipops and some ice cream to go in DeMarco's Sweet Tooth. That's the name of his food stand. Sometimes he actually cooks other types of food as well. You can see that even though his kitchen space may not be the largest, it's definitely not small either, he's got plenty of counter space. Really what he has thought about so much is Yamilla. He's not sleeping great at night. He's going about his life. He has a passion for cooking, so this may be one thing that kind of shakes him out of his funk a little bit, but he's kind of just going about his time on autopilot. It has been about a month months since she left. He wonders what she's doing, how things are going in her marriage, because she definitely confided that things weren't great. What could he do? He's never been the guy to dip into someone's marriage. He's never been the person who would want to disrespect the marriage. He didn't care if everybody in the marriage was being disrespectful. He's just here. He just wants to go about his business, and he has decided maybe he should get on Cupid's corner. Maybe he can meet someone, because he's known that he's ready to settle down, and he's not been able to find anyone to settle with. He doesn't know what to do to get her out of his system, out of his mind, out of his, dare he say, heart. Because why is he still thinking about her? Yeah, they hung out together for 3 days. He held her in his arms. He complimented her. He flirted. But did they kiss? Did they do anything that was inherently inappropriate? The answer is no. He doesn't know what to do. But for now, all Nyles knows to do is to be Nyles. And he's running DeMarco Sweets. He is selling his famous Pure Perfection ice cream, conducting business as usual. His mom is doing okay. He's been hanging out at night. She's got a little friend group, so he's thinking that things are looking up for her right now. But of course, depression is ongoing and is never just fixed. He's got a birthday coming up in a couple of days, and one of his homeboys has tried to convince him to travel during his birthday. He's like, yeah, man, you should get out. He didn't even know if his friend is trying to go with him. That's the crazy part. This friend has been known to be flaky, to be like, let's go here, and then literally at the last minute be like, oh no, I can't go. We're kind of just telling people about our foods. Hey, you should try the scones. We've got lactose-free cheesecake. There's literally something for everybody. You could just eat whatever. We've got lactose-free. We got sugar substitute. But y'all, I just wanted you to see Nyles. Don't forget, this series will feature a lot of rotational gameplay. Oh my gosh, I think they ate all the ice cream. His mom is outside. She is spying on her son, and I'm gonna tell y'all see her? She is spying on him because she knows something's up. She's like, I think he really likes that woman. He's gonna give his mom a hug because she's out here helping sell things for the table. We will have a lot of rotational gameplay. We will definitely see even more parties than you think are involved. The lactose-free cheesecake is a hit, but Yamilla's back home. You're gonna see her next episode back home. We're gonna see Lucinda, because I want you to kind of see a day in her life and what she does when Austin is not around. Very soon, I don't know if it'll be next episode, but you're going to be seeing Nyles' birthday trip. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and until next time, remember, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye.